So I have to ask, and I'm sure your fans could just tell me, but would you tell me the short story of how you ended up with such a unique hairstyle?
Well...
I mean, is it a story, or did you just, I'm gonna bust this?
I mean, it's been like almost 6 years.
Oh, since before porn then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if like there was a point at which you shaved it.
Maybe 5 and it was over a year before porn.
Okay.
So I had a bob.
And
I just got like tired of it, and I couldn't put it all up, and it would like fall out in the back.
Yeah.
So then I put it all up in a bun on top of my head, and then I just cut on the back whatever wouldn't go up in the bun. And then like maybe a few days later, I just got in the bathtub and shaved the rest of it off.
All right.
It was just easier.
You like it?
I love it.
It looks perfectly right on you.
I
mean, I can
it.
envision you with longer hair, but
it's weird.
Some people can really rock a close crop like that. Others cannot, but it totally works for you.
I wore a wig. I've worn one twice.
For porn, you mean?
For porn. But the first time was like really early on, where I met my husband actually.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm
that
imagining
scene
him
is like
going,
one
"Wait,
of my
you
like
want
most seen scenes.
Really?
It's just like so because it's for black.
Oh, sure.
And they had me wearing a wig, a really long blonde one with bangs. And everyone thinks that's my hair. And I was so offended when I got to set. They didn't tell me that they were putting me in a wig. I was so offended.
Almost every
I didn't say
horror
anything,
story
but
I've
I was just
heard.
like so disappointed. Like they didn't
They
want
could've
me
just
the
said.
way I look. You know, like
Yeah.
whatever.
But almost every horror story I've heard in porn lately started with, they didn't tell me before I got there.
At the next light, can you turn right?
Yeah, probably. Or not. We'll see.
Go,
Depends on if I can cut this guy off or if karma's gonna get me.
There we go.
Over here?
Yeah.
On this bus? We're always behind a bus. This is a different bus. This one's reminding us to vote 2 days ago.
Oh,
Vote. It's important. I voted.
I'm not allowed to vote.
Right, you're Canadian.
I love this lake.
It is pretty. I used to drive by here all the time. Oh, it just passed a spot too.
Ah, damn, I'm distracted, man. Let's see.
We're having a good time. They may or may not be able to hear anything, but we're having a great time. It's all nice.
We look cute, that's all that matters.
You look cute.
You look
I just got a
cute.
goofy grin because I'm in a car with you.
Hey, that was our spot.
Karma's gonna get you.
My window is up. I would never. You can't put a pylon
Well,
there.
that's not fair at all.
That's not allowed.
There, see, karma got us again.
Is that
It's
red?
parked there, but it says no stopping any time right before that. Oh, I guess, okay. Where everybody's parked is probably people can park tickets. You cut me off! You cocksucker!
Woohoo! Oh, there's so many dogs.
Nice. Alright, normally we
excuse
sit in the
me.
car and drink our beverage because the car is the star of the show, but
We can do
it's
that.
noisy here, so we're going to go to a park bench and talk there. Or try to. Let's see what happens. Now we can do this. Ha! We're strolling around town. In our grown-up sippy cups. Because, you know, straws kill turtles. There. Oh, there we go. I can do this.
Background.
I really don't do this very much.
You want to sit here?
Sure you can tell. Yeah, let's do that. Get us a view of the lake. You guys, look, there's a lake. It's one of those cement-lined lakes because, you know, it's LA. And there's ducks. Hey, ducks. Do I gotta get these ducks to sign a release now? Here we are in Echo Lake.
Echo Park Lake.
Echo Park Lake.
There's some swan boats.
There are swan boats.
I took my mother on one of these.
They're like $12 though, a person or something.
I don't remember what we paid, but I was really excited.
They have these at Balboa Lake, which is close to where I live. They have the same swan-looking boats, but they're like stupidly expensive for a silly little boat ride. Or at least I thought.
Like 3 minutes in, I was like exhausted.
You're paddling a bicycle
Oh my
underwater.
God.
Like, this is not perfect. I'm not crazy about this. Sipping up.
It's good. It has like a almost butterscotchy.
Yeah. We got matching iced vanilla lattes because they don't have caramel.
It's really good.
And this is delicious, and that was a snooty, nice coffee shop. But they don't have caramel?
Yeah, it's like really bare bone, I guess is the word.
And they don't have blenders. We were going to get frozen blended drinks. I'm like, what
Yeah.
kind of coffee shop?
Non-Starbucks.
I guess that was... Well, that, I told...
You vetoed Starbucks.
I told Riley, I'm like, I don't do... That's a hard limit for me. I don't do Starbucks. I grew up before Starbucks, and I saw them, like McDonald's, destroy every mom and pop coffee shop in LA. And their coffee is just not good.
Yeah, it's fine.
They know people are going to put buttloads of cream and sugar in it, so they burn the shit out of it, so it'll taste right when you put triple cream sugar in it. I like coffee that tastes like coffee, though, and then just a little cream and sugar, so...
I've only been drinking coffee for like less than 2 years. And I don't drink energy drinks.
That wasn't true for me for a long time. I don't even remember.
I don't need much of a stimulant. I'm like
You're
so
naturally
sensitive.
bouncy, that's true.
Kind of.
You're very bouncy. We could do that on YouTube. We can, yeah. See,
Yeah.
They can bounce. They just can't bounce out into the limelight.
Yeah.
So we haven't worked together yet. We should do that.
I know you should tie me up.
We should definitely do that.
I want to do like a safe for work and a not safe for work.
That's what I usually do. Is
Yeah. It'd be nice to have something for YouTube.
Yeah, we could totally do that. Of course, there's a breeze here too, so
This
they might not be
person
hearing any of this.
definitely lives here.
Yeah.
I see this one, and there's a purple one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, they just like rotate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I had my van in San Diego.
Pick
You can only
someplace nice.
stay somewhere
Yeah.
so long before you gotta move and get gas just to move the car.
Right. Fuel up so you can move your house over a couple of spots.
Oh man.
It's so easy to be judgmental if you've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know so many people are like, fucking homeless this and goddamn RVs that. And like, you have a house. Shut up. You have a house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I was in there for like a year, I think. And then we sold it. You know, this guy that I met on Tinder.
Sure.
I moved
sure.
in with him.
That's how you do that.
Dumb. And then eventually I just moved in with my husband. I kind of like moved in on our first date.
Nice. So like,
I just like inserted myself into his life. You're welcome.
he doesn't seem that upset about it. I've talked to him a couple times. He seems okay with this.
He's gotten over it.
He's gotten over it. There are perks.
No, my life's pretty cool.
That's good.
We'll see
What
where
about
it goes.
goals? Where do you want to...
Goals.
So OnlyFans paid your rent this month, you said. That's really awesome.
I am so happy about that.
I mean, you still take the big job if one is offered,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
nice to know you don't need it.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see. I might do some directing.
Nice.
Possibly for Erica Lust. I'm unsure. My friend has been in talks with her, and it's a very like hands-off thing. It's like I direct, and then you just like
Hand it to them.
here you go.
Basically, you're producing, but you're calling it directing, and they're executive producing for you.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll see.
Well, that's a good
Kinda
gig if
makes
you can get
me
it.
nervous. We'll see.
Just make sure that at least the first time it's all people you know and like and trust.
Yes.
And
I'm gonna be really picky.
you can learn on them.
Very picky.
All right, we're going to change angles for production value. There. Whole new show.
Wow.
See that?
Who are we?
I don't know. We should introduce ourselves again. Didn't do that in the first place, but they all know who you are.
Hi, I'm Riley Nixon. A cocksucker.
President. President of the Adult Performer Advocacy Committee.
Yes.
I never say that right on
and
the
you're
first
the
try.
vice president of
I'm your
the
VP.
Adult Performer Advocacy Committee.
I'm your Veep. You're Prez Nix, and that kind of makes me Johnson, which is weird. But whatever. Hadn't thought about that before. Oh, wait a minute, that makes me Johnson.
I can't believe it's almost been 2 years that I've been in, and it's coming to an end for me.
Now we got to check the bylaws. Are you allowed to just rerun and decide you want to keep doing it, or are you probably?
I'm allowed to.
You don't want to.
Well, I want to be pregnant, and I'm kind of like, I might move. I don't know. We might move to Colorado
Yeah, so don't run for this one. You could stay involved if you want. If you
Yeah,
go
like I'm
somewhere, you go
always,
somewhere.
if I'm here, you know, like I'd love to
Sure.
come and help and do whatever. Pretty much do the exact same thing I already do.
Right? We don't do that. We don't do that much. We organize a meeting that nobody goes to, and we occasionally draft a tweet that
It's so
nobody reads. And
frustrating.
so it's like, well, it's nice that we tried.
I know.
I don't find it frustrating. I'm glad we're here, and I'm enjoying the downtime in between battles. Like the next time something like Measure B or Prop 60 comes along, people will crawl out of the woodworks looking for leadership. And we can at least provide the semblance of leadership to organize, to rally.
Yeah.
And that's good enough for me.
It's just frustrating, like, hearing from people that, like, we don't do anything, or it's like we try to offer all these things all the time, and
Yeah, and anybody says you don't do anything. Did you come to the last one?
I know.
If you're complaining
We
nothing's
offer
being
good
done,
stuff.
come help. You do it.
We were doing group therapy for a while.
Yeah.
The second time, I was the only one who
Right.
showed up, and then all of a sudden I'm doing a solo therapy session.
Rah.
Unexpected.
It's a lot.
But now Pineapple Support's doing, I
And
think,
they're
a group
really
therapy
awesome.
thing.
That's really awesome that they're there.
amazing.
Are you still on? There we go. Make sure I get to see you. There, I'll rest an elbow. This is all jumpy and bumpy because I'm an old man and my hand shakes.
It's okay. It gives
But
you
they're-
character.
Ah! You're such a good sport to put up with my shit.
The Frenchie.
did
Oh my
Hey,
god.
puppy.
Hi.
Hey, puppy.
Oh my god.
We're being photobombed. Well, now we're being photobombed because I moved the camera.
Hi.
Hi.
My Frenchie radar is like.
I'm not going to
pristine.
get a release from that guy either.
No.
It's okay.
Did you get his face?
Maybe. He walked right behind us. If he ever says, hey, take that down, I'll take it down. Until then, I'm a villain. We're already kind of rule breakers.
How long have you been a villain?
If I want to make it the longest number I can make it, the first adult set I was on, and I was just a safety call for the model, was Easter Sunday, April of 1996.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. How many negative years were you then?
I had just turned 1.
Oh, okay, so that's nice.
Yeah, February 95. So.
Okay, that's
I was
reassuring.
alive.
You were alive when I started
Yeah.
doing porn. I've had a lot of co-workers who have not been breathing as long as I've been doing this, and that's just creepy. But
So, have you always like considered yourself a villain like before that? Like,
You
did
know-
you have those tendencies?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we kind of can, when you look back at your past, you can see seeds of anything and go, yeah, that brought me here. I was always creative. I was never much for rules. I was a metalhead guitarist at the time, so kind of in the right demographic.
Yeah.
And
That guy's so distracting. He's karate kicking the tree.
oh my god, I'm not gonna film him, but you guys really should come over to Echo Lake Park, and see this. Pretty
Yeah.
sure he'll be here.
I feel like the same. I don't feel like a villain, but like being a hoe.
But we ended up. You can
Like,
say, yeah.
How?
You could say my elementary school friends would probably nod their heads and go, "Yep, that makes sense."
Well, definitely high school, but yeah.
But I was always much more Wile E. Coyote than Roadrunner. I was much more Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le, that's some rapey shit too. That skunk does not honor limits. He's a
He's
total.
not a nice skunk.
He's not. He thinks he is.
Do you want to hear a story about a skunk?
Okay.
I have 2 critter stories. There's a skunk in my yard. Well, my dog Pig has been sprayed by a skunk in my yard at least 3 times in the
That's
face.
fun.
Usually at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
But around Halloween this past year, I got home from a Halloween party fairly drunk. I didn't really remember this happened until the next day when we looked on the security camera in my backyard.
Oh,
We let the dogs out to go pee, and there was a skunk. And I just started screaming at my dog
no.
Lip because I didn't want him to go up to it. And then I guess I like grabbed this big trash can and I just like threw it at this skunk.
You did not.
I didn't remember. I saved the day though.
Oh my god.
night, I
And the
guess.
skunk ran off?
He ran away, and then I didn't
God.
remember. And like next morning, did I like dream about a skunk or something? Jared's like,
That's not what happened.
we looked at it, and because of the night vision on our security camera, it looked like I was naked. I'm like, am I like out in the I wasn't though. But
that's a better skunk
yeah.
story than I've ever heard. I've got a few,
And
but they're not as
then-
good as that.
a few weeks ago, we woke up and one of our dog food bins was like by the back door, like by the dog door. Like, why is that sitting there? And it's all gross and dirty. Security camera footage reveals that a raccoon went in our dog door and tried to pull the dog food container out of the dog door.
Fucking
And
raccoons,
failed.
man. Fucking raccoons,
so
they're amazing.
cute.
They're amazing.
Well, also,
they do not give a
like,
fuck.
Are there raccoons coming in our house at night now?
They do not give a fuck. They are urban honey badgers, those raccoons. They do not give a fuck.
They're so cute though. They're little
They are
hands.
adorable. They're little
They're
masks.
gloves.
They're villains. They got the mask and everything.
Yeah.